My dear friends in the Zionist movement, we need to have a chat. I know we've all heard and said this talking point that Jews are indigenous to Judea, and you're right, we are. But I think a lot of the times when Hasbarists talk about Jews being indigenous, they don't actually know what indigenous means, and it's actually very obvious to anyone who listens to them. Being an indigenous people is not just like being an indigenous plant where it just means that's where you're from. It means that a specific crime was committed against you. Colonization, which is why we don't say that like German people are indigenous to Germany. No one's contesting that, it doesn't matter. And right now in the 3 weeks, we are in a time that is dedicated within our calendar to commemorating this crime that was committed against us by the Romans. They colonized us, they massacred us, they sent us on slave ships into Europe, they made it illegal for years for a Jew to even stand in Jerusalem. And if you look at the history of the Roman Empire after they exiled Jews from Judea, it's very clear that they are the parent of Western civilization. When you want to claim that you're indigenous, you are claiming that a crime was committed against you, but then you are simultaneously saying that the people who committed that crime are your best friends. You're saying you're a decolonial force, yet you align yourself with colonial power. Being indigenous isn't just about being from a place. It's about remembering who we were before the Romans forced us into diaspora. And maybe if we gave up on trying to mimic a Western nation state and actually wanted to build a civilization that was more in line with our authentic values, we'd actually have a culture that's compatible with those around us, because that's who we are. Being indigenous is not a get out of jail free card. It is an acknowledgement of the harm done against you with the intent to undo it.